It is official like a referee with a whistle. The San Francisco 49ers are the first team in the NFL to officially clinch a playoff spot. The San Francisco 49ers could lose out and they are in the playoffs, but that's not going to happen. So don't you worry. And the reason why this is because the New York Giants have beaten the Packers. And because of this scenario, the San Francisco 49ers become the first team to officially clinch a playoff spot. It is December football. We have talked about it for a long time. We know how important this month of football is because every single game has an impact on the impending playoffs. As we know, the San Francisco 49ers are currently sitting at the top seed because the Dallas Cowboys beat the Eagles. So the San Francisco 49ers get another help from another rival. You know, the 49ers Giants, they have a long history dating back to the Harbaugh era before that. So they help the San Francisco 49ers officially clinch, and the 49ers are playoff bound. I mean, under Kyle Shanahan, the San Francisco 49ers find it a regular occurrence to find themselves playing in the playoffs. And right now, since 2019, this is the best the 49ers have currently been at this state with only 3 losses on their record. So the 49ers right now, again, sitting in the 1 seed in the driver's seat. And this is the best part of it all, is that the San Francisco 49ers control their destiny. And I think that's all you can ask for as a team in this position, is that if you win out, if you continue to play your brand of football, you are staring the 1 seed right in the eye. You're looking at a first round bye, and you're also looking at the opportunity for home field advantage throughout the playoffs. The 49ers have talked about this at nauseum, discussing the importance of having a fast start to the year, winning early on so that they don't get bit in the behind when it comes to playoff football time. Well, we did have the little scare there, and it did feel like the San Francisco 49ers could maybe lose out on that number 1 seed. But the Detroit Lions haven't been the same team that they were that started the season. Obviously, the Philadelphia Eagles have lost 2 in a row, one at the hands of the San Francisco 49ers, and things keep falling in the right direction for the San Francisco 49ers. So now their task that is left is for them to go clinch the NFC West against the Cardinals and also be able to get the big win on Christmas Day against the Ravens. After that, there's 2 more games left in the season. They are going to travel to Washington to face off against the Commanders, and then they finish their season at home against the Rams. So the 49ers basically comes down to, I think of the Kobe Bryant quote, you know, when he was at the podium and they're asking him how excited he was to be a couple games up in the championship, and he was like, "Job's not finished. Is the job finished? Job's not finished." So we are happy about these current set of circumstances with the way the 49ers are playing, the way they have leveraged themselves into this position, but the job is not finished. And so 4 more weeks of the 49ers playing football to be able to get into the big tournament. Now, this is the key for me as the 49ers continue to move forward. It is them staying healthy. We know how talented they are. We know that when they are in rhythm offensively, when they're hitting on all cylinders, they look almost impossible to stop. It really comes down to them, right? 49ers versus the world, 49ers versus themselves. Because if they can stay in control, play clean football, and limit as many mistakes as possible, obviously, if they can limit turnovers, things like that, limit penalties, there's no stopping this team. Defensively, they're playing well. You know, the 49ers are playing very good complementary football with all 3 phases: offense, defense, and special teams. Kyle Shanahan's dialing it up. Steve Wilkes has been calling great games since he's moved down to the booth. But how much longer can it go, and how much more can they evolve? And so I'm really excited to see what the finished product looks like for this team. But as it stands right now, 4 more games left in the season. I cannot believe it is already week 15 officially, as these Monday Night Football games come to an end. The San Francisco 49ers are officially playoff bound thanks to Tommy DeVito and the New York Giants. I want to hear from you guys in the comments. How are you guys feeling about this news? The San Francisco, we already knew they were going to the playoffs, but for it to officially be clinched with 4 weeks left on the season, that feels pretty good. I think of like the 2021 season, where the last 4 weeks of the year was effectively every game was a playoff game. The 49ers needed other teams to win. I remember we needed the Miami Dolphins to get a win over the Saints, and then the 49ers needed to beat the Texans. Remember that? And Trey Lance had to come in and start at quarterback because the 49ers had lost the previous week to the Tennessee Titans, and Jimmy Garoppolo got hurt. And then we go to SoFi South, and or should I say Levi South, and the 49ers had to play the Rams. And in order to get into the playoffs, they had to win that game. And it all came down to that game-sealing interception by Ambry Thomas. So we've had the most anxious anxiety rides into the playoffs previously. You know, we've had the 2019 year where the 49ers basically walked into the playoffs. But even so, even that last game of the year, I guess, against the Seattle Seahawks was nerve-wracking, because that game ultimately determined seeding. It was either the 49ers win and they're the first seed, or they lose against Seattle and they're the 5th seed. So this might be, now that I'm thinking about it, and as I'm talking out loud, this might be the best shape that the 49ers have been in record-wise, at least as it stands right now with 4 weeks to go heading into the playoffs. So this is a great spot to be for the 49ers, man. What an awesome situation. The 49ers are clinched, playoff bound, and the playoff juices are flowing, guys. The playoff juices are flowing. Let me know how you're feeling about this. As always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.